this meeting to order for the abatement and dilapidation public hearing for the city of Pryor, Oklahoma, March 20th, 2025. In the matter of the dilapidation of the property of Cord James and Cheryl L. Regan, 411 Southeast 4th. Is there anyone here that would like to speak on that property? This has the structural engineer report, and I did look over that engineer report.
I don't think we've received one for this one.
Is that the one that you sent me in the email?
No.
411 East 4th?
It was for,
902 Southeast.
yeah, it was this gentleman's.
Oh.
So it was, yeah, 902 not Southeast 2nd. This one I had the note to remind us to ask him for it.
Okay. Oh, this is the, oh yeah, this is the one with the eaves and everything he's still working on, and that he has until April. What did we give him till? We sent in the letter.
I don't know that you may have to turn a page over for the letters, file over for the letters, the other direction. No, I think they're on the next page, next group.
On the
Is that
right.
what it was? That's the minutes. So the letters are there. So turn that page and we should see here, yes,
April 17th.
yeah, he wanted 7 months, so.
So April 17th is when it's supposed to be over with,
Yep.
and we are at March.
Yep.
Okay. Well, he said that he had, last time I spoke with him, he had figured out all the materials he was supposed to get, and he was going to do that. We'll set it up to, do we have the
Calendars.
calendars for next month?
I can get you calendars, sorry about that.
Okay, we'll set it out to the next public hearing. In the matter of the dilapidation property of Michael Cox and C&G Properties LLC 308 South Taylor. Is there anyone here to speak on that matter? Okay, yeah, this is, yeah, they really have cleaned that up, haven't they? They've cleaned all this up.
Looks like they took down the top portion of the chimney.
Yeah, they did.
And started laying it on the ground.
Yeah, they
Same
did.
with bricks.
Yeah, that's a lot better, way better. And at this time, we're not going to tear anything down. Everything's cleaned up as far as the house, and this is no longer in any kind of violation. I think that I'd feel comfortable cleaning this, closing this out. There's no longer a house there to demolish. And there's no longer a demolition case there at this address. He's demolished the house. It looks like he's going to be building something. So Kenny, you might want to keep an eye on the address. He said something about building a multifamily, maybe 3, maybe 4 apartments on that single lot. I don't know. I don't know about the.
Just depend on what it's zoned and then.
Right, and I told him that he may need to get with the Board of Adjustment as far as getting it rezoned for multifamily.
Planning and zoning.
Planning and zoning, right.
But I haven't talked to him at all. We are on 308 South Taylor?
Yes. So we're going to go ahead and close that case and move along.
Good.
And April is 17th for
The first one, yes.
411 Southeast 4th.
Yes.
In the matter of dilapidation of the property of Lynn E. Davis and Melinda Rhodes, 902 Southeast 2nd.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Yeah, come on up. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good, good. What can you say about the property out there?
I've got an engineer report
Mhm.
where it's able to be repaired.
Right.
I've got the insurance scope of loss where it's got it broke down from every room that,
Right.
basically the whole entire inside's gonna be gutted and
Right.
redone.
Okay,
New roofs, new windows.
okay. And that's what you're planning on doing with it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm going by the insurance scope of work, so.
Okay. Very good. And when do you plan on getting started with it?
If I'm able, after this meeting, able to pull permits, then I'd like to start next week.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
You could start next week, as far as I'm concerned. We need to get it started. There is some household items being stored outside, I think, underneath the carport.
Carport, yeah, that's, usually when it's covered up, it's not a problem, but you can't, now it's all visible and everybody can see all the items that are out there.
Right.
Now, I do have a 40-foot Connex coming
Okay.
for.
For storing stuff?
Mainly the contents inside.
There's contents inside.
There's a lot of stuff inside. A lot of it will probably have to be thrown away, just
Okay.
like the clothes and stuff like that from
Right,
the mildew.
smoke smell and everything else.
But I've got 2 dumpsters coming, and
Good.
then Connex, a 40-foot Connex.
Okay.
Insurance would just pay for 1 Connex, so.
Okay.
But that's where I was planning on putting. I feel like the inside will fill up that Connex, but
Right.
if I need to put some tarps or something around what's already there, or what do you suggest to keep everything in compliance?
I always suggest, you know, if they're gonna keep stuff under the carports or something, put a tarp where nobody can see it from the roadway.
Okay.
Nobody, it doesn't become an eyesore for everybody else. Of course, we'd rather it be clean, but, you know, they can't get rid of everything. Tarp it where they can't see it.
Now, is that stuff from inside, or is that just something
That's
that?
stuff that they've had forever. Outside, that's before the fire.
Okay.
It's discarded thing, items, or one way.
A lot of that stuff may need to go in the dumpster too, in other words. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. I have gone out and inspected the site. But if it's outside storage of household goods, that can't be there.
Okay.
You know, what a carport is for storing cars.
Right.
It's not for storing household goods.
Yes, sir.
If you're storing household goods outside, that's a no-go. You should not be storing anything that should be stored inside, outside.
If you will look behind the photos that Trent sent
Yeah.
today, she was at court on Monday regarding the house.
Yeah.
And there, I have I highlighted what the judge in the court has ordered for her.
Oh, okay. Good. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch.
Well, some of them don't apply, only the one that's highlighted.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on, order to have place cleaned up. Okay, so this is already being taken care of by the.
Yes, the cleaning up of the house and moving the car, they
Yeah.
gave you a month to get that done.
Yeah,
right?
Okay.
I came back to
All
that
right.
first, but my thing is that carport had tarps and stuff, that stuff was contained. But when the city came and took my dogs, the vagrants or whatever, there's an apartment complex, the whole block of it, and Thunderbird at the end of it. And there's people that have come through there, and that's why I have my dogs to protect me in my house, because they break in, they steal stuff, they pilfer. And once the city removed the animals from there was nothing there to keep anyone from going back in again, and that's what they've done. They went over there, they broke down the tarps, they went through my stuff that's up under the carport, and that wasn't trash, it was not just trash.
It's household goods being stored outside, yes.
I'm so sorry, I can't.
It's household goods
Yes, sir.
being stored outside.
Well, because we're in the process of trying to get something done.
Okay, you need a storage to store household goods.
I just need someone to help me remove things is what
Right,
I'm trying to do.
but it's household goods, it needs to be stored inside somewhere.
Well, but we have to get everything pulled out to get the house fixed back.
Okay, yeah, but it's household goods, you can't store household goods outside.
Okay?
It's inside stuff you got stored outside. You understand?
Yeah.
It's like having a couch sitting outside, you can't do that.
it was contained within the tarps, which is what.
It's
Officer
outside
Humphrey-
though, ma'am, it's outside, you understand that? It's household
I
goods.
understand it's outside, but I don't understand because Mr. Humphrey, Officer Humphrey, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm getting flustered, but I can't hear anything that's been being said.
I'm sorry too.
But I was under the impression that as long as I had my stuff up there and contained while we were working on the premises and stuff, that that was okay, because I had it all contained within where it wasn't for the public to be seeing. And that was what my understanding was. It looks like a total complete crap right now, because then people have went over there and went through everything again.
Yeah, they will, people will do that, when you're not there, no one's living there. Absolutely.
That's why my dogs were
That-
so vital to being there.
But they were in the backyard.
Being neglected in the backyard when it was minus 20 degrees outside, those dogs were left alone. Yes,
They had materials and stuff out there, sir.
alone by themselves, yes.
What
With
else could I
frozen,
do?
frozen water. Yeah, what
It
would you
wasn't
do?
frozen water the whole time, because I was over there every day, every day. I had someone come from Salina picking me up and taking me over there.
That water
I was
would
there
freeze
taking
in an
care of them.
hour. That water would freeze in an hour and then they would be without water again. Now, you can argue with me, ma'am,
I'm not
and,
trying to
and,
argue.
and tell me you weren't. If you want to store stuff outside, it has to be outside stuff. If you want to have household goods stored outside, that's not going to work. You can't store inside stuff outside.
That couch and stuff is outside.
It's
It
not, is it made to go outside?
Yes,
Is it?
Sure is.
If it's made to go outside, put a tarp over it, screen it off, however
that's
you
how I
want to.
had it, but
Okay.
people came and tore it out.
They will. There's no one living there. Put it in a Connex or put it in a storage somewhere. If it's sitting outside, people will get into it.
Well, they come inside too, but
That's what happens when you have a vacant house.
It's not right, but.
I know it's not right. It is not right. Right now, we want to get this house lived in again.
yes, sir. I just want to be able to go home before I die. That's all I wish.
I
I
want
just
you to be
my
in
own
home.
home.
I want you to be in your own home. I want you to be back in there as fast as you can. Okay? You're going to start Monday?
Yes, sir.
Screen it off best you can.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And get that Connex top, bottom full up. And we'll get it going. Sounds great.
Yes, sir.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to be all over the place. I can't hear what was going on.
Yeah, it's echoey in here to me too. It echoes a little
My
bit.
ears ruptured when I was on the plane coming back when I caught COVID. I guess they said it's just time to take it to get healed back from it.
It's okay. We will get this. Just take care of yourself, right? He's gonna start Monday. Give him a pat on the back and we'll get this going, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and it just a couple of rafters and you're gonna patch that roof up and paint everything,
There's an interior wall that needs to be replaced
okay?
and a couple rafters, but other than that, yes, sir.
It's a
Once we get this demo started where we can actually see exactly everything, I mean, you know,
I read through the engineer's report. It doesn't look like a lot of structural work. It's mostly gonna be a paint job.
right,
Right.
and a lot of sheetrock's gonna be
Sheetrock.
replaced and, yes, sir.
Yeah.
All cabinets,
Yeah, the cabinets, that's gonna be a big.
so the main focus is gonna be the kitchen and the bathroom where the fire was, far as.
Right. Right,
Yes,
right.
sir.
Hey, good luck to you. Get the permits pulled Monday, and she'll work with you as far as getting that going. And we will help you in any way we can. Kenny, if you need any help out there, Kenny's your man
Yes, sir.
for that. Trent's been helpful in any way he can. And we'll review this back April 17th and see what the progress has been made.
Yes, sir.
As long as you're making progress, we'll work with you and keep this thing going, okay?
Well, I get paid to make progress.
Yes, as long as we're getting progress, we're not gonna stop you. We're gonna keep working with you,
Yes, sir.
okay?
Thank you, sir.
We'll work with you on that.
Yes, sir.
That's how it works, okay?
Yes,
We'll
sir.
see you on April 17th.
I'll probably give you a phone call tomorrow. There's a few more things we'll need with that permit, so I'll
Okay.
give you a call tomorrow.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
It was nice meeting you. Thank you.
You too, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Miss Rhodes, it'll be all right.
Thank
In the matter of the property of Charles Jennings, 317 North Hogan.
I've not talked to Charles, I have no idea what the,
Yeah, he's putting up new siding on it right over the asbestos. That's good. That way you don't have to tear it down. That's smart, actually. Well, I can see the progress though he's making. We're certainly not going to tear it down, and there's no more code violations on it.
he's got it boarded up for the cellar. You know, the cellar that was in the back, he's got it all boarded up.
Yeah. I think that pretty thick file. I think we're going to go ahead and close that. I don't think that house meets demolition criteria at this point. He's put a lot of money and investment in that. Let's go ahead and close 317 North Hogan. And could you send him a letter reflecting
I'll
that?
send him a letter to all of them, yeah.
In the matter of the property of the dilapidation of Casey Diane Livingston, 62 Pine.
There is a email from the attorney, right there.
Right.
Richie.
Okay. Okay, and he's on track to get it sold and restored. Okay. And he's asking for 30 days to get this probated. Let's move this to April 17th.
I was gonna let you know, I did talk to an individual who's thinking about purchasing that.
Oh,
so
good.
I have talked to somebody on it.
He's remodeled other houses too, so
Perfect.
if it's the same.
Let's move that to April 17th. Oh, yeah. In the matter of the dilapidation of the property of Isabella Hensley Townsend, 510 North 433 Road.
Yeah, I mean, he's picked up most of the debris or junk or discarded things that was right there in front in the
Yeah.
driveway.
Oh, good.
As for structural stuff, that's questionable.
Is there any structural inspections that go on?
They have done nothing since the 2 permits have been issued.
Okay.
One's been reissued. We haven't had a call for any inspections.
Okay.
And we're not gonna do a structural
Right.
inspection on that.
You won't?
Mm.
Okay.
Now, we will do the electrical, plumbing, mechanical, that's what, but as far as they got their engineer report, the engineer report said that it was, that I think it's in there. That's okay, like I say, that's on them.
Well, I don't know if they're actually following what the they are making some progress. The debris out front, that's a separate case.
Right.
The trash, junk, and debris was a separate case, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And did you go ahead and close that or write a ticket on that?
Wrote tickets on it, he came and paid.
He
He
paid
just
it.
paid the tickets.
Okay, he's paid his tickets and it's cleaned up some,
Right.
better than it was. And you're monitoring that.
I'm monitoring it. I feel comfortable with it
Okay.
right now. It's, when it comes to the structural part, I'm out. I feel like it's still dilapidated. It is still dilapidated because he's not making progress.
I think that you're right. I don't see that this is, I'm not an engineer either, but I'm seeing the way that this is being put together, and it worries me. And
And you got somebody to do an engineer report?
There is one in there. Very first on, we got one. I don't remember who it was
Yeah,
from.
It's about a year ago.
Yeah, but it doesn't,
She called me after she got her letter and commented that the structure is only that part at the back, that the rest of the house is good. Is that correct?
It's been years since I've been in there.
And you got this part here still.
it's collapsed in here, and this don't line up with
That roof.
this point. This point and this point should line up, and don't.
Yeah.
But that's gonna come down later on when they try to put a roof on it, you know. You know, it's not ever gonna line up. That poor boy ain't ever gonna get a line.
Oh, well, they're not planning on, I don't personally feel that they're gonna go any further than that right there, this is just to throw us off and buy more time.
Right. Okay,
But I don't know, that's just a feeling.
that's probably a good feeling, but, yeah, here we go again, and, well, and as she goes, we'll give them a little more time to keep working through the engineer's report and revisit this one April 17th.
Meantime, we can visit the mayor and the city attorney, see what they suggest.
Is there, at this time, we will go ahead and exit the public hearing.